That really promises to be full of final day twists and turns of the day of Premier League reckoning arise. Huge issues at play at both ends of the Premier League table, and as you see there in the corner of your screens, it's pretty clear what Chelsea need. They need a point to be sure that they will finish in the top four. If they do get that, or the win of course, then they will be guaranteed of Champions League football again next season. Wolves almost neck and neck with Spurs in that race for the top six, and guaranteed you to the side today with Daniel Podence and Adama Traore both named on the bench. Pedro Neto returns as well to flank top scorer Raul Jimenez. Well, I mentioned it in the team news there, Andy. What a big call it is for a game as big as this to drop who should be your #1 keeper.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised by Caballero's inclusion today. The team have defended reasonably well, but Kepa has been too easy to beat. He's not been that assured presence that every successful team needs.
This season's Europa League, which is not beyond the realms of possibility. Right now, both sides have it in their... Jota chasing that one to Doherty. What a ball that was as well. It's Rudiger who comes across, actually Zuma. Header there is by Alonso, who clearly felt he got barged in the back. Doherty has it. And he's got past Rudiger, but not past Zuma. And Mounts.
Yeah, they did clear the...
Mount looking to dance in behind, but he was well marshalled by Romain Saiss. Reece James getting enough for the ball. Stuart Atwell, our referee here this up. Now Pulisic. Wolves old gold shirts around the American in double. Doherty. Clumsy by Marcos Alonso.
And Pulisic is...
As Pilaqueta rose to meet. Pulisic felt he was fouled, and looks like he had a good case there. Stewart will be a Mount delivery for Chelsea. Not a bad one. Glanced by Reece James behind.
Oh, for Mason Mount, there's plenty of pace.
Well, Leicester, Manchester United, so you want to see Pulisic on the board for you boys.
Thanks, Jamie. Here's Pedro Neto now for Wolves, hoping to create that moment for them.
It is a major feature. The top two in the Premier League. We arrive at Rui Patricio, absolutely outing there.
Jota on Pilaqueta.
I don't think he had too many complaints either. The ball had gone. He was late arriving. Gets plenty of the man.
James looking to nip in round the back. Saiss away.
It's been a better last 5 minutes or so from Chelsea. Started to get themselves further up the pitch.
Rue on the move. But as he touched the ball, so up went the offside flag.
It's going to be so difficult for Giroud if he comes towards the ball as centre.
I think it's fair to say he's getting special treatment, isn't he, Pulisic, from this Wolves lineup?
You know, what he's trying to do is play in the space in between the wing-back Doherty and the right-hand side is centre-half Willy Bolly, but it's Dendoncker that's coming across from midfield to kind of smother him.
Well, Raul and Jimenez and Kurt Zouma coming together with a big clash there.
I think this really underlines the off.
Giroud unable to keep himself onside. Well, among the spectators here at Stamford Bridge, harvest the point they need to be sure of Champions League football. Moment. Or maybe longer than that. Also found Marcos Alonso. Bolly with the block. Mason Mount for Giroud. First big chance of the game for Chelsea. And Olivier Giroud has put it over.
Well, Willy Bolly is a lucky boy because he's not round on the colour. He's not goal side as Giroud. As play's developing, the ball goes out.
It was a really good point about Christian Pulisic's position. When we think about the best left-sided player we've probably seen at Stamford Bridge in many, many years.
Only a scorer recently against Crystal Palace. Back to Neto. Caballero backpedaling. Between him and the crossbar, Chelsea keep it up. Really putting numbers into that 6-yard area. Neves, James. Just couldn't make up the ground there, Christian Pulisic. Bolly gets it behind, Chelsea corner.
Well, that's better.
Mason Mount provides the moment, finds the magic when it really matters for Chelsea. What a free kick, and what a time to get it.
Well, that's a quite beautiful strike. It's that combination of precision and pace. There's so many players who try.
First half, and Mason Mount dipped into his bag of tricks and found just that. Olivier Giroud there, as Giroud comes through here, touches it beyond Rui Patricio, and scores! Brilliant from Olivier Giroud. 2 goals in first half stoppage time, but Chelsea are pulling away on the final day.
Well, Mason Mount goes from goal scorer to goal creator. It's a wonderfully weighted forward.
Return to the Championship as it stands. Couple of goals for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Kieran Tierney with his first for Arsenal as well. Also going down as it stands ahead of the second half. Bournemouth, despite leading at the break, courtesy of Josh King's penalty and Dominic Solanke's second. No change for Chelsea, and a roar from Olivier Giroud as he is felled. So important for Wolves that they keep their discipline.
2-0, you've got to force the issue and maybe take risks you wouldn't normally take.
East match Spurs' position to finish above them. So some Jimenez looking for Traore. And there was all that Rudiger could do this attack. Jota and Jimenez both in there. Jorginho's challenge was a tame one, but he's got away with it. Alonso swept away. Trio ready to be introduced. Here's Diogo Jota. The save from Caballero.
It's the first real opportunity Wolves have had in this second half. It's been all Chelsea. See, Azpilicueta who dives in, never going to get to the ball, and that's a good opportunity.
Mount has been at the heart of what has been good about Chelsea so far.
Just looking at the Wolves shape
Later on, but there's certainly more pace added to the flanks and freshness down this left-hand side. And Ruben Vinagre hasn't had to feature much. That's because Jimenez is testing Chelsea's back line.
No, absolutely. You can play in the 10, he plays off the side. He's got goals in his game now. You know, he's obviously practicing his free kicks, which is vital because, you know, you want a midfield player or any player that can come up with
talent and the attitude. And what you're saying there, Jamie, is certainly it appears that Mason Mount ticks those boxes early on.
Mason Mount seems one that is more than willing to put the work in as well.
Possibility that Chelsea might qualify as Champions League winners. Off the header volley, maybe to the feet of Pulisic. Marcus Alonso, 2 may not even be enough here.
See, that's brilliant from Kovacic and Marcus Alonso. They just stay on their feet, they watch the ball, they put all the pressure on Traore. Really good work from Kovacic, helping out the wing-back Alonso.
Hostilities renewed between Kovacic and Alonso, and Rudiger got in on the act that time to leave Adama Traore on the deck.
Yeah, for a split second it was one-on-one, Alonso against him.
Spaniard against Spaniard. There comes the Portuguese Pedence to help out.
He did well to get it past Traore. He had the opportunity to cross, didn't take it. Traore's pace got him back goal side.
And had there been a little bit more on that from Jota, Pedence might have got in.
It's really good football from Wolves, but Kurt Zouma does really well. He runs a good defensive line. He's not actually getting...
Well, Diogo Jota's got there ahead of Azpilicueta.
You know, you've got Traore come on now, and he's playing as a right back almost. You think we've got 20 minutes to go. You want him up the pitch where he can cause damage.
Certainly after that. Alonso took a deflection behind. And it comes from Mount. Jimenez was there to meet that. Push from Pedence, so it looked like one. And Stuart Atwell saw it that way.
Yeah, I agree with what Jamie was saying.
Reversal of form and fortune here. It's on by Dendonka. Bolly there. There was a hand on by Azpilicueta. Pulisic. Giroud. Pulisic. First real sighter that the Americans had so